If you're a fan of all things Power Rangers and Power Rangers related and you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Anyways, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Next month, Necessary Evil is finally coming to a conclusion. That's right, the ongoing story arc that's been spanning across 2 different comics for 10 months is finally coming to a close at the end of April. And it's been one crazy hell of a ride as we've been connecting the 2 comics together, leading up to this single moment at the end of Necessary Evil. And it's been really cool to see Go-Go Power Rangers bridge the gaps in between the stuff that's leading up to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's been one crazy hell of a ride, and the next arc in the Power Rangers comic for issue 51 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has already been teased, and a very, very familiar character is returning. That's right, if you haven't guessed it already, Lord Drakon has been teased and sort of confirmed to be returning to the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comics ever since he disappeared at the end of the Shattered Grid finale. And I know what you're thinking, this is kind of out of left field, they didn't hint at this, they didn't tease this. Well, they kind of did. And they've been teasing at it ever since the start of Necessary Evil in issue 40. Now if you open up your copies of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 40 and flip to page 7, you can see a very, very familiar face silhouetted. That is Lord Drakon doing a very familiar pose, and it's the one where he's reaching out to grab something. Now Lord Drakon has done this pose twice in the Power Ranger comics, at the start of Shattered Grid where you see him in the time loop with Time Force where they're trying to figure out what the heck is going on with the universe right now and the time distortion, and in the Shattered Grid finale when Lord Drakon creates his own parallel universe. So he's doing this pose once again, and I didn't know what to think of it when we first saw it. I just thought it was Lord Drakon getting wiped away at the end of the big reset button that they did at the end of Shattered Grid, but apparently it was meant to imply something because they've been doing another tease that Lord Drakon is alive more recently, and I'm going to get into that right now, and it's what the title of the video is about. Now, ever since the Power Ranger comic came out, we've been getting variant covers. Now, variant covers are alternate covers. They're mostly homages, alternate artwork done by different artists and stuff like that. But we've gotten one recently ever since Necessary Evil began called Unlocked. And this video is about why you should be reading this variant cover called Unlocked. Now the premise for Unlocked is very, very simple. It takes place right after Shattered Grid where the adversaries are flying through space, just talking about the different events of Power Rangers and basically narrating over certain scenes and iconic moments of the series. So you'll see him flashing through stuff like Mighty Morphin, In Space, Hyperforce, Megaforce, Beast Morphers, and you sort of get these iconic moments recreated in the comics. Some of them are their own spin of it, but they are really cool as they're done by the legendary Dan Mora and are written by the current series writer Ryan Parrott. So this cover story, this variant story, has been playing a key role in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Necessary Evil, and Ryan even teased this on Twitter saying that they wouldn't have done this for nothing. This cover story they've been doing is meant to play an important role. Now in the next one coming up in issue 49, spoilers if you don't want to be spoiled. If you made it this far into the video, then you're going to get spoiled unless you click away now or fast forward through it. I don't know what you're going to decide on, but let's get into spoilers for the upcoming cover of this variant. Now, issue 49's variant is the penultimate issue of this variant story as we're getting closer and closer to the finale of Necessary Evil, alluding to the next villain in the Power Rangers comics. So, it's got the Red Adversary. He returns to Lord Drakon's dimension where it's crumbling and falling apart, and the Red Adversary can sense where Tommy is, or should he call him Lord Drakon. And this is where things get weird because they're not explained, but he can sense that Lord Drakon is still alive. And this is where we hear a familiar voice, which is probably Lord Drakon saying, "How can one claim to see all?" And that's where the cliffhanger ends because this cover story is basically only one page, so we have to read issue 50 to find out what happens to the Red Adversary. And I get the feeling he's in big trouble. And if the Red Adversary is killed off in this cover story variant, I get the feeling it kind of adds to my prediction or add to my theory or add to my ramblings that something happened to the adversaries before Necessary Evil started, because we've only seen the blue adversary in Necessary Evil, and he's the only one that's made an appearance. We don't know what happened to Red, and we don't know what happened to Yellow. So, did Lord Drakon, or whoever this mysterious figure is, kill them off before Necessary Evil started? Because the Blue Emissary said some sort of chant or some sort of prediction, some sort of weird thing before his death, so what the hell happened? What's going on in this cover story? But anyway guys, I'm going to wrap up the rambling here for now. I hope this helped you out in trying to decide if you want to read this cover variant story or not, because it's very crucial and very important to the story, so I'm hoping I convinced you to pick it up and read it. But I know that these variant covers are very hard to find, so the best way to find them is I'm going to link you to a very convenient Twitter thread done by V. Ryan Parrott, the writer of the Power Ranger comics, so check it out, give it a read, because it starts from issue 40 all the way to issue 49, so hopefully that will help you out. And maybe when we get to issue 50, we'll see where this variant cover story goes and what crazy conclusion we'll get to at the end of this ride with Necessary Evil. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap up this video now. Smash those buttons and I'll see you in the next Power Rangers related video. Peace out and take care. Bye!